Hold it! We've got company.
A ghost's trying to get us!
You're a bit slow. They've been lurking around for a while now.
But it spoke to us! It seems to be trying to tell us something.
Almost. We almost made it. The shield bearers were on the verge of routing the sword bearers. We had them surrounded, and their spirits were broken. Then that round little commander unleashed the mist. A green haze began drifting slowly over the battlefield. Then, naught but agony.
He's back.
There were no allies or enemies. All those on the battlefield writhed in the mud and perished, clawing at their throats. I'd never known such pain. Every breath felt like fire, and my vision turned blood red. It was as if countless parasites crawled upon my body. There were no allies or enemies. Together we grasped at breaths, sharing unbearable pain as we met our demise. Kada, the salve maker. That corpulent commander of the sword bearers. He has returned to these lands once more. He had those of us who died from the toxic mist carried to this keep. Then the tests began. Gleeful slicing, all to gauge the effects of his poison. A great success, he said with a smirk. Another breakthrough, as he danced a little jig. There were no allies or enemies. All who died to the mist were sealed within this keep and left to rot. Who knows how long has passed, with excruciating pain, chilling cold, hatred and despair growing within us.
That's terrible. They must pay for this.
Shh! I hear voices. There's someone up ahead.
More spirits?
No, I think it's something else.
How fares the cleansing?
We have just completed our work. See for yourself. A perfect job, no?
It took you 3 years to cleanse this area. Some weapon that is. Countless meaningless deaths, contaminated land, and what is left? Nothing but lifeless ruin.
How could you say that, Sword Master? You know nothing of which you speak. To cleanse such a vast area in 3 years would be impossible for anyone but me. My research on the matter continues, and we may be able to reduce the time further.
The master sample of the toxin is in here?
Yes, we have it stored safely.
And there's no danger of it leaking?
Of course not. It is sealed away tight, along with its recipe. Even I, its creator, would not be able to take it from here.
Master.
What do we do? They spoke of a sample of the toxin. It seems something is stored further in.
That's what we need to get hold of.
Kada. Salve maker Kada. Do you even comprehend the results of your actions 4 years ago?
The results? Why, I annihilated 100,000 enemy troops, achieving a brilliant victory!
That was no victory. It was a massacre. Our allies caught in the midst, an entire city brought to ruin, turning the area to wasteland for 4 years.
But without my victory, the sword bearers would be no more. Of that, there is no doubt. A mere 1,000 sword bearers were killed by accident. A minimal loss. We sacrificed 1,000 to defeat 100,000. Far more effective than conventional war, no? Do you believe you could have achieved similar results by clashing blades, Sword Master? I highly doubt it.
I admit that would be impossible.
He was the one who created the toxic mist.
My master is angered. I have never seen him so enraged.
He's angry? He seems calm enough to me.
What? Can't you sense the rage seething within him? It gives me goosebumps.
The tension is so thick it chokes.
Our objective is not to slaughter our foes. It is to control the crystals and spread anti-crystalism. Do not forget that. I have no need for an efficient method of killing. I forbade you from using this toxic weapon of yours in the first place.
So, you would have me simply let the sword bearers face defeat? They number just 10,000 against 100,000 shield bearers. They did not stand a chance.
And that is because you pressed on ahead without due caution, eager for a quick result. I ordered you to hold the front line, not exterminate our foes.
I merely saw a chance for victory and seized it. I knew we would prevail.
If you thought you ever had a chance against those odds, it only shows you lack a talent for generalship. Blinded by ambition, you misread the enemy, disobeyed my orders, and then slaughtered both enemy and ally alike. You slew them all like dogs. You showed no respect at all for the warriors on either side. How does mindless killing bring anyone to embrace the ideals we uphold? Know this. The next time you disobey my orders for your own selfish ends, you will fall to my sword.
I understand completely. I will not let you down.
I shall return to Starkfort. You stay back and see that the wounded are cared for.
Of course. Who does he think he is, spouting such nonsense? What a hypocrite! There is no place for heroism or pride in war. To seek such things is a fool's errand. I'll show him one day, once I get that sample back.
We can't leave such a deadly substance here.
We should take it back with us.
Right. What's that?
An alarm? Watch out! We have company!
All right, let's get this back to Commander Goodman.
This is what caused the toxic mist? So it was not magic, but an alchemical concoction. We are in your debt. I'll have our physicians start researching how to make a neutralizing agent.
Wait! Would you consider destroying that sample now?
Agnes?
I understand the need for a cure for the poison, but I would like you to dispose of that sample. Find a method that ensures it can never again be used. You could incinerate it in the lava.
Yes, I see. If there is no danger the toxic mist will be used again, then we have no need to neutralize it. That would also remove the temptation to use the sample to turn the tables on our enemy. I do not have the resolve to say with full confidence that we could prevail without it. Therefore, I will gladly do as you ask, Gwyn Vestal. Let us throw this master sample into the lava.
I thank you for accommodating my request. I am happy that my words fell on wise ears.
Commander Goodman, we have trouble!
What's wrong?
It's the enemy! They've launched a full-scale assault!
They attack with tremendous force. We may not be able to hold the line if they keep this up.
You seemed okay up to now, though. What happened?
They have begun using mithril ammunition.
Mithril?
About a year ago, the enemy captured the mithril mine we were working.
There was something in my journal about that, come to think of it. Let's see. Here it is. Mithril is a hard metal refined from mithril ore, mined in Eisenberg. Over 80% of all mithril in the world is mined in Eisenberg, where it is said precious orichalcum has also been found. Orichalcum is a precious metal unique to Eisenberg, and the hardest material in the known world. It can be used to produce weapons and armor of the highest strength, and it releases great energy when melted at high pressure.
We tried to recapture the mine, but the sword bearers had put children to work down there.
Children?
Yes. I'm sure you've heard tales of canaries being taken into mines as an early warning for dangerous gases. Well, the sword bearers call the children they've abducted and forced into hard labor canary boys. When we tried to rescue the children, those cowards used them as human shields and barricaded themselves inside.
Using these canary boys to warn of danger? I cannot believe the Black Blades would stoop to such tactics.
It's despicable! We can't let them get away with it! We must do something to save the children!
What are we waiting for then? Let's take back the mithril mine.
The mines are crawling with sword bearer soldiers. It would be foolhardy to rush in without support.
Even so, we must take action. You can focus on retaking the mine. We'll rescue the children they're using down there.
What can I help you with? What do you mean?
The enemy forces, attacking the bridge.
Oh, I see. The shock troops led by that brassy young woman. Our intelligence suggests she is a high-ranking member of the Black Blades.
That girl is one of their officers?
Don't underestimate her. She uses the power of song to bolster her soldiers and weaken ours.
The power of song?
Yes, her songs can be quite troublesome. All of our soldiers that hear her sing become confused. The sword bearers bombard us from the opposite bank when they see us in disarray. We've suffered great losses from these attacks.
Songs that inspire allies and confuse the enemy. She must have quite a voice. I'd like to hear it myself sometime.
So it doesn't bother you that she's a foe? I hope her honeyed tones send you tumbling off the bridge.
I have no ulterior motives, I swear.
So, if you silence this girl, would that swing the battle in your favor?
Unfortunately, she is protected by a formidable force, and the narrow bridge makes it impossible to get close.
Then, let us try.
Oh, is this the wind vessel we have here? What a delightful surprise! You've come all this way to hear me perform? Why, thank you! I am Praline a la mode! Prepare to be dazzled! Hey everyone! When you hear one of my numbers...
We go wild!
And when you see me dance...
We go wild!
Then get wild! Here we go! Love in the crossfire!
Yeah! Praline!
Her song has them entranced.
What a sweet voice! She's enchanting!
Don't listen to her. She'll mess with your head.
Let's do this! They're strong!
Don't they feel any pain? Nothing seems to faze them.
Okay, everybody! Time to back up a bit! The time is nigh to blow them sky high! Fire!
Uh-oh. We need to pull back now, or we'll be obliterated!
I'm afraid we weren't able to break through.
If it is beyond even you, then we are out of options.
If only we could shut her up.